background, you might be able to hear in the background, there's a train passing by right now, so this will be the last time my show gets interrupted by a train because I'm moving house.
They infiltrated so much of music, people wouldn't even know, unless they really look deep into those credits, how influential they are. Starting with ABBA, basically, a lot of those people, a lot of people got into music. ABBA was like a big deal over there.
Yeah.
And they hit worldwide, so they blew it up.
I like the little fireworks they've got going on there, the pyrotechnics,
Yeah, I think it's. I don't know if that's real.
Yeah.
maybe they set up fireworks, but maybe I don't know if they did or not.
Yeah, well, they got the little.
And I've actually got my twin brother Simon here to do it with me. How's it going, Simon?
How long have you been doing this show for, Steve?
A little over a year.
You've been doing this show for over a year, and now you invite me? You do know.
Yeah, I know
suck.
you're not a big fan, and that's why I thought this might be fun.
Fun for you, maybe. I mean, what's the show called? Rock and Metal Invasion? More like Suck Invasion.
Okay.
Hi, this is Gene Simmons from KISS, and you are watching Rock and Metal Invasion.
They've got together for Jizzy's solo albums, but I think there's some issues there between the guitarist Johnny Love and Jizzy. I think there's been some friction or problems there. And Skid, from what I've heard, he's like taken off overseas somewhere, like he's in the Philippines or somewhere like this is what I was able to find out. He's just left the music business, so to speak, or not contactable. So yeah, I think that you could pretty much, and of course now Jizzy's in Quiet Riot after being in Rat, LA Guns. And then he was in Quiet Riot, and then he left Quiet Riot, and he was back in Quiet Riot. So yeah.
That Skid story, I just I think of people like that, or Doug Pinnick from King's X. There's a few others. I feel this way a little bit about Rich Ward from Stuck Mojo and Fozzy, where if I was Skid, I would actually be pretty bitter because it's not fun when somebody's an absolute genius at what they do. They're so good at it. They're so talented, and then they don't get rewarded for it, right? So,
So, and even to the 2000s, really. So, at some point I'll catch up on all that. But yeah, certainly all the 80s stuff, fantastic. But yeah, I mean, for the 80s, that is my favorite album. And would you believe it? My number 3 is... Yeah. Total Match. Yeah. So
that's funny.
Yeah, Rock and Roll Gypsy. Yeah, it's a good song.
It just sounds fake to an extent. I mean, sure, yeah, it's all party stuff. I mean, we're all used to that in hair metal. But to me, it just sounds so discombobulated a little bit. Production's fine, I guess, but yeah, Steve, I don't want to hog the floor here. I know I said a lot, but I just feel like this album kind of does nothing for me. So I got to give it like a 5 or a 6 out of 10.
Okay, all right. Well, first of all, I'm a little bit surprised because I was thinking, this will be the one. This is because of the two, the Vince one's the more hair metal one, right? Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I just had a feeling that perhaps we're gonna really love it. So interesting.
Hi, welcome to Rock and Metal Invasion. My name is Steve. Coming up on the show today, I'm doing Bonfire and their album Fireworks.
Walk Away, up 1 this week to number 42. It's from his album The Hunger. Now I know this was his first album to kind of make a dent because I mean his first couple of albums in the 80s were actually kind of rocking. Especially the song Everybody's Crazy, which Bruce Kulick is on. Like, people, did he just say a Michael Bolton song was rocking? Go listen to Everybody's Crazy by Michael Bolton. You might be surprised.
Love that album, love it. And his debut solo album's almost as good. Yeah, it's
records and a lot of the acts. But just talking about, I was just talking about the Nightshade, the radio, the picture special. Late at night, there'd be a promo on earlier in the day, and they'd say, Radio with Pictures tonight, we're going to show the new Dio video. So you go, oh, I want to watch that. But then you'd have to watch the whole of the program, Radio with Pictures, and there'd be all this other stuff.
Yeah.
You have to watch, get that one video, and you have your finger on the. I have my finger on the video recorder just to take that one song.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I was there, did that. Yeah. But,
So,
but also,
a lot-
the good thing though, like, is I don't know if that's where you're going with that, Keith, but sometimes you're forced to watch things you wouldn't necessarily have gone out your way to watch, and you're like, actually, I quite like
The
it.
scene was kind of electric around those two bands.
Mm.
So King's Cross and Massive Appendage, and this is the album I want to spotlight, King's Cross.
Well, I've never heard of that before. Someone in like a glam metal band and also in a death metal band at the same time. Is that right? Pretty much.
Yeah, same, and exactly the same lineup, and they just would switch it. They switch it around, and great musicians. But all of their lyrics were very tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
So how would it?